Hey guys, it's DuconRed1 and welcome back to episode 14 of Let's Build Chateau de Lumière. So let's get right into this episode today. We're going to be doing the interior of the tower that we've been working on here, and we're going to figure out exactly what's going to be inside. So this is the Maester's tower, and the idea with that is we want it to pretty much add all the things that a Maester would need. And when I think of a Maester, I think of several things. I think of a laboratory. I think of like a surgery room / recovery room, because usually a Maester would be involved with that. And then I also think of a Rookery. So at the bottom here, we're making the cellars with a vaulted ceiling, as you can see right there. We just got a few little things in there with some barrels of meat on the wall. And then underneath, I was thinking, what if the Maester has some sort of experimental methods, like maybe he experiments on convicted criminals or something like that. And so the idea is down here, this is where those individuals, basically the lab rats, would be kept underneath the tower down here. So I think that actually turned out to be a pretty neat idea, and I think that that works out pretty well. So leading up to the next floor, we're going to be working on the surgery room / recovery room. We do a little bit of changing on this throughout the video, but for the most part it stays pretty much the same. This right here is going to be the surgery room. This is where if someone is maybe in need of amputee, maybe his leg needs to be taken off, or maybe he has a head injury, anything like that. That's what that would be used for, is the Maester would be knowledgeable in the whole anatomy area, and then that's how he would heal people, is by surgery, of course, and removing all the affected things. So anyways, up on top is the recovery room, but I didn't like how it was so open at first. So what I did is I closed in the surgery room so that it's more compact versus being all open. So that's what we do. We add miscellaneous details in here. We'll see later on in the video. Out here, like maybe this is a place where a cadaver could be laid, right there on that table there in the corner. And then when you come up here, I make like a little loft, like a little place where they would store certain materials and things, whatever they would need. And again, later in the video, we'll do a more in-depth walkthrough and show you all the ins and outs. So that was the recovery room. And then leading up to here, this is where the Rookery is going to be. And adjacent is where the apprentices or assistants to the Maester are going to be up there. But as you can see, I make a very simple Rookery design. I just do individual cages, and I put some pigeons inside. Originally, I had crows, but I thought it just made more sense to put some pigeons in there. And then we have some scrolls, like a writing desk there in the corner, things like that. And then over here in the assistant's room, you'll see that we have a little fireplace there in the corner. And then we go ahead and finish off the whole furnishing inside there. Little bit of a rushed replay here, so it kind of goes all over the place, but yep, it's just pretty much just detailing that up, adding in all kinds of fancy things, and I wanted to make sure that that all worked out. I felt like the tower in general was rather rushed, because I mean, it's rather cramped. It's very cramped in terms of interiors of Lumiere. This turned out really cramped, but this right here is going to be the Maester's laboratory, or where he lives. He's going to live pretty much in this laboratory, and I want there to be a lot of books in here, because when I think of a Maester, I think of a very knowledgeable individual. And also I want it to be fairly rich, like almost extravagant looking. And so that's what we accomplished by adding in all these different colors with the white roof, all the books, and all kinds of crazy things like that. And I think it really adds in a neat atmosphere in here. As you can see right there, that's like a little desk where he would sit, and we add all kinds of miscellaneous details around. We add cabinets and things of that sort. And then we put banners down. Right now they're plain. Later on we replace them with other banners, more detailed banners, but they're right now just placeholders. And then up here, we go ahead and detail all this up. We just add in a few little things here and there just to make it a little bit more lively and feel a little bit more extravagant, like I had wanted it to look. I wanted to hide that Italian stone as much as possible. There are some areas where I wasn't able to do that, but for the most part, I was able to cover it up and really make this look like a proper interior for a loft for the Maester. So then we have this little, almost, it's not a brattice, but it's like a walkway going around the outside. This is like that little tan extruding section around the upper part of the tower. So right here we have like a little experimentation tables. There's like a rat in that cage, and that's where he would experiment and see sort of the anatomy of animals and things. Have a little furnace right there going up where the chimney is. And then I decide I want to make something of like a little kitchen here, or like a little kitchen, a little place where he can make food, and so he doesn't have to walk downstairs all the time and go to that daggone feast hall to eat food and all that good stuff. But anyways, just around this, again, it's really cramped, but I think it turns out fairly nice. I'm not too, it doesn't bother me too much. So for the most part, I think this turned out quite nice. Right here is like a place where they could play some chess and some plants and things of that sort, just to brighten up the atmosphere and give it a little bit more life. So yeah, that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed. So that is a sufficiently filled interior. I'm pretty happy with the result, and I think you will like it as well. It is rather cramped, so there is that little thing, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. You first come in and you have a vaulted ceiling. This is the cellars underneath the tower, and this is where there's somewhat of a little storage area. You got some mead over here, or maybe some beer, whatever would go there. Then right here you have a bunch of things like just chests and crates and things of that sort to store the different foods. A little thingamajigger here, maybe like bottles and things that the doctor or the maester would store stuff right there. And then you got like a little desk for maybe someone to, take inventory of whatever's in here. This leads down into the depths. This is actually a place where the maester keeps people for experimentation. So maybe like this would be a place where like slaves or forgotten men would be placed, and then the maester would do experimentation on them to, in the end, be able to help others. But you got to do experimentation in order to do any, in order to know a craft, especially in the medieval period. That's how we got our books and our stuff on things. It sounds inhumane, but it's like the only way to do that. Now I sound really bad, but I don't mean it that way. Anyways, these are windows, little skylights that allow a little bit of natural light into here. Obviously they don't through Minecraft, but in the natural day, that's like where sunrise would come up around there, and then you'd get a good bit of natural light coming in. So now we're gonna head up the stairs here. This is the turret leading up the side, which leads into here, which is also the second level. So this is a direct way to get in. As you can see, you come all the way up here, up these stairs, and there's gonna be a hallway right here, and then it leads in here. So this is going to be the surgery room. The maester is also supposed to be someone that knows all the art of healing. So he would probably use this room. This is where he would do his surgery, a little place to wash his hands, some tools there, a little bucket to put stuff, a little saw to saw off, maybe an amputee saw, things of that sort. It's pretty simple in here, just to sort of portray that. And then we have a lot of little arrow slits in order to allow in light, because obviously you need a lot of light. Then right here is maybe a place for a dead body. I got this idea from Ithrea. I got a lot of ideas from Ithrea. She's a fantastic designer. She comes up with a lot of really neat designs. And then you go up here, and this is like a little loft for some storage and things up there. Nothing really that much. You come in here, you have a fireplace, so this is to keep this whole area warm. And then you can go up this stairs, which leads up to the recovery room. So we got a few beds in here. This is supposed to be burning incense, or like burning like lavender or something, just to make this smell good up here, like healing scents. If you're just smelling the moldy smell of ill people, it just wouldn't be very comforting. So having this just really helps in that regard. And then, so that's pretty much that. The ceiling and everything is just how it is. I guess that's cool. More beds in here, things of that sort, and a couple little skylights to allow some light in here. So yeah, that's there, and then a little privy for them to do their thing. So now we're gonna head back down our stairs, and that's going to lead out this way. Honestly, the interior is kind of confusing, but it is what it is. It's just what we turned out, or how it turned out. So we just got to deal with it. So up the stairs we go and into the Rookery. So this is the dove cote / Rookery. We got a bunch of little cages here for some doves, and you know, these are the messaging birds. This is where the Maester would sit and write the notes that would go on to the feet of the birds, and then he would set them off out the window right there. And then this is the wise owl. This is his cage right there. But yeah, that's the wise owl. I guess I just thought it'd be a really neat idea to add an owl in here. And then we have the crest of Lumiere right there, using the yellow and such. Thought that would be a good idea. A little bit of artsy-fartsy stuff in here just to really spruce it up. And again, we have more cages for more birds up here, as you can see. There we go. Then back down here, there's another room for the assistants to the Maester. So this is where they would be. They would assist the Maester and such things of that sort. Thought that'd be a pretty cool idea. So anyways, that's that. Got a medicine cabinet and things of that sort here. And then this is where they sleep. Just kind of that kind of deal. Little fireplace. So yeah, that's the Rookery and the assistants room. And then we're going to lead up the stairs just a little bit more. And that's going to lead into the Maester's area. This is the Maester's experimentation table right here. He has like little cages and things for different things. Like here's a rat in there, some firewood, and a stove. We just used the same stove design that we used over in that building over there. Same thing right there. And then all through here, we got just like a little kitchen area, just some food, so the Maester doesn't have to go all the way downstairs all the time. And then through here, we got some plants and things just to spruce it up and make it seem a little bit nicer. And then maybe the lord of the castle would occasionally come up and play chess with the Maester. And then the Maester would sit here, and the king would sit there, and the lord would sit there, and then they would play their games. But yeah, and then you come all the way around back here, and this is where the Maester does his thing. And this is the garderobe, or not the garderobe, the poop chute / the privy that would, you know, the stuff would fall all the way down and outside the castle. So that's what that is. Now this is the cherry on the icing for this right here. This is the Maester's room in here that he would do all kinds of things. He has lots of books and lots of things to read and catch up on events and all that cool stuff. So this is where all the research would be done. But the Maester would be up here. He'd write notes. Maybe he's writing a book. He would sleep in his own place right there. He has like a little blood bath, like a little thing of blood or wine. Who knows what that is? And then he has his little thing of potions that are cooking there. You got a lot of just little random details, like a beehive. Like maybe he's studying beehives. Over here, he's studying like that little rock in there, maybe. Over here, we have like whatever that is, crystal, and then we have like a diamond sword over there. Lots of just the really neat things and all these banners around, the skull. Lots of just neat little details. You go up the stairs and it leads up to the second floor, the balcony around. This is the loft, and you just got a lot more little details in here. And then the cone goes all the way up here, and then you have the windows up above. So that's pretty much the idea of in here. There's just lots of little books, lots of details and cabinetry and all kinds of crazy stuff just to really spruce this area up. And I hope you guys like what you see. It took a little while to build, took a little while to make this video and everything, so I hope you guys enjoy the result. So we're gonna come outside, and there we go. So this is Lumiere at its current state. So I'm pretty happy with how things are turning out. Next episode, we're going to be doing the fields, and hopefully we're going to be able to get all of that squared away by the end of the next episode. So I hope you guys return to see some more awesomeness, and I look forward to hearing your comments below. So anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below, comment, and subscribe for more content, because there is a whole lot more crap coming. So yeah, so also if you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I definitely would like to have you guys over there. I can keep you guys updated on the goings-on of Ducon or Red 1. Also, you can follow me on Twitch, where you can watch me live stream and build things of this type. I don't build Lumiere over on Twitch, but I do build other things, and hopefully that would be inspirational for you, so you can watch me live, and you can talk to me directly. Also, you can follow me, or not follow me, but support me on Patreon, where you can support me monetarily. So thank you guys so much for your support and for watching. I will see you on the next video. Till then, whatever. Oh, bye-bye.